Success is all I see. Let me tell you what that mean. Money on my mind, a bitch can't get a hold of me. Mama said in all due time, but not my time.
What's good, world? This is Sir Davis with another episode of Off the Record Texas. Here with my special guest, Mr. Menace, aka Hide Your Bitch, aka no, I'm just kidding.
None
bro.
of that.
I'm just kidding, man. I appreciate you taking the time out your day to come fuck with me, man. We've known each other for quite some time. For those that don't know, you got a lot of insight in the background of a lot of different types of music, business relations, things like that a lot of people don't really know, man. So before we start getting into it, man, introduce yourself, let people know who you are, where they can find you.
Well, I'm Menace, Gunplay Menace.
Bang bang.
Still, yeah, bang bang for life, you know. I never stopped being Gunplay Menace. I'm also the stick-up kid, sticker maker. Get at me for that. You can find me on Facebook at Stick Up Kids Printing or Menace Tortoise, and same on Instagram.
Dope. So, real quick, bro, let's just kind of get into it a little bit. For those that don't know you, man, where you from? How'd you first start making your way into the music scene? Little stuff like that, man. Let's start there.
I'm from here, Corpus Christi, born and raised, Southside, Treyway. Originally born in ABC Streets, moved to Treyway as a baby, so that's the only life I really remember.
Gotcha. When did you first start getting into the music, my guy?
I always loved music. I would dabble in and out of it when I was young, but I didn't really start, I guess, like, shit like shows and shit like that. I was probably like 19.
19?
Yeah, probably about 19.
Did you always go by Menace?
Yes,
and what brought up the name
music.
Menace? That's what I want to know. Were you a absolute menace, or how did you even get that name, bro? Let's start there.
In all honesty, Menace wasn't. Well, Menace is my only stage name that I've ever had.
And you've always been called Menace.
I've always been called Menace.
Was that like the nickname, the street name, or was that just like immediate?
Not really. Well, a little bit of both. When I was growing up, man, I ain't gonna tell y'all what they called me in Treyway, but
Nah, you gotta tell them now. You brought it up.
Nah, we gonna keep that. We gonna keep that on the low. But it started as a joke. I got in trouble at school with a friend of mine, and we were doing some shit. I was on like juvenile probation at the time, and for some like other bullshit that I had did, and the probation officer, the assistant principal liked to call my probation officer when I got in trouble, and she did it one day, and me and my friend were in trouble. We were sitting down in the office, and we actually got in a fight that day. We kind of like jumped the kid. I'm not gonna lie, we were young.
Tragic.
Yeah, we were young, and
hope he's doing better.
When we were sitting in the office, the principal made a comment saying, "Your son is a menace to my mom."
Uh-oh.
And homie outside the door was laughing. He heard it, and it was the start of a joke. When we came back from suspension, he called me Menace. There's that Menace when walking down the hallway, and
right?
Then it kind of stuck.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. I remember my first nickname. I was in middle school. They called me Short Dog.
Short Dog.
Yeah, I hated that name. I absolutely hated that name.
Don't hate that name, because that's my boy's name. What's up, Short Dog? Matt.
Yeah, big shout out. But yeah, bro, I hated it, and then I grew to love it, because the more I started getting into music, Short Dog is too short, bro. And I love Too Short, bro.
That's hella facts. And
yeah,
I don't know if you remember that the rapper from Houston that was going by Short Dog.
Yeah.
And the reason why he switched his name, I guess, because was the whole debacle over that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So from middle school all the way up to all of my high school too, and then finally it's just got to kind of obviously got abbreviated. They called me SD for the longest time, SD. And when I finally made my first rounds into the music, it was just like, what are you going to call yourself? Because I think my very first appearance on the music scene, for real, was the 361 Top Tier Cypher.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, and they're like...
That's where I found out about you.
Okay, that name came up that day. It's like, well, what are you gonna call
That
yourself?
same day.
Yes, Sir Davis.
That's Corpus Christi.
That way I can come up
fucking
keep my
stamp right
SD.
there.
Yeah, no facts.
Like,
I think we got like 17,000 views in the first day.
heard you have a liquor named after you now.
Yeah. Shout out to Beyonce. You about to get that. You about to get that cease and desist letter. But yeah, bro. Like, cause my brother, he go by Sammy Davis, right? He's from Sackey. I'm from Sackey, and every now and again, it's just like, oh, that's Little Davis or whatever the case may be. And I always looked up to my brother. So a big part of me, it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and keep the initials, Short Dog, turned into Sir Davis, and Sir Davis turned
Makes
into
sense.
to the man. You know what I mean? So after
Makes
you got
sense.
the name Menace, when was your first appearance on the record?
Music actually came a little bit later. I mean, in middle school and some of high school, we fuck around on like little karaoke machines and shit. Like, I'm old. That's what we recorded on karaoke machines back then. So
For real?
we would
What,
do
like
like little
tape cassette?
Like, you just put your tape to record and then
Okay.
just fucking freestyle in the mic. Like,
No
these little
shit.
freestyle, like trying to be like, the
That's
Houston
fire.
area type shit. We used to do shit like that, me and a couple of my homies, and then but never nothing serious. It wasn't until like I had like a little setup at my crib.
Mhm.
And I had a good friend of mine introduce me to Peasy, man.
Oh yeah, shout out Peasy.
Yeah, shout out Peasy. That's my dog. Well, he introduced me to Peasy, man. He came through my house one time, and he's like, "Dang, you got a mic and all that?" And I was just like, "Yeah." And he was just like, "Let's record something." We were drinking. We started freestyling, and the next day he was just like, well, that same night he was like, "You should come to the studio with me and my dogs." Like, well, I rap. This is what I do. I'm in a group, SSB, Southside Ballers at the time. He's like, we record at my crib, and
How many members were in the Southside Ballers?
in the actual group there was 4. It was Leo P, which Peasy Man, Nonstopper, Chris, Skinny, and my nigga Bees.
Okay.
They were the original 4, but they had like they had the label. It ended up being known in Corpus. It was Straight Out the House Entertainment because they recorded literally straight out his house.
That's dope.
And they were dope, man. To me, they're some of my favorite rappers that ever come out of Corpus. They were really talented. Just they didn't all stick to the music.
Okay, so you've been in the game for a little bit. I'm gonna get off subject a little bit, but what would be your Mount Rushmore of Corpus artists?
Oof, that's hard. It depends what kind of music we talking.
And you could have it from the moment you started to today. You know what I mean?
As far as just rap,
just rap music. Whether they got bars, whatever the case may be.
in no order.
It don't have to be in any type of order. That's what Mount Rushmore is all about. You know what I mean? Like your top, your top 4, top 5, whatever the case may be.
Can we do it like by like a generation?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, older generation. You know what I'm saying? I would have to give it to Flat all the way. To me, that's the older generation. Like, when I was young, I remember it being a Flatline, 4 Corner.
Yeah. Shout
Low
out.
Key Ballers, Small Town Killers, like groups like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know about all of those.
Chop on Twinkies.
Man,
Yeah.
that was my boy Smoke. Smoke, big part of me being who I am. He recorded a lot for me, produced a lot for me. So
Smoke Beats.
yeah.
I gotta get him over here. Yeah.
Man, that dude, you need to get him. He knows more Corpus history than a lot of people because he's been through all generations.
I bet, bro. And it's funny too because I'm sure he's seen a lot too. Like a lot of people don't realize that. Like people like you, people like him, they've seen a lot of the generations go and come. A lot of the people that had their peaks in the Corpus Christi game. But okay, so you got Flat.
Oh yeah, Flat would be my top.
Okay.
My bad. We got off subject. Okay, I mean, I think Smoke was a beast. Not just like he was a good writer, he's a good producer, make beats. So I would have always put him on the top of any rap category. Cause at producing, he's self-taught. Dude's hella talented, bro.
Okay.
He plays instruments. He does all that. Like he's real deal. I give him credit. It definitely for the older school. My generation, man. my generation's older than your generation to me, even though we're kind of close in age.
It's okay, bro. You could be biased if you want to be biased, man.
I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna be hella honest. I would put my boy Merk Rock up there all the time, just because that's my brother. Long live Merk Rock. And even if people felt he wasn't the best lyricist, he was definitely one of the most known. And he got numbers on YouTube's. He was into punchlines. I love Merk. You know what I'm saying? I'll put my brother at the top. Man, now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. My boy Bees from Straight Out the House, I would probably put him next to Southside Baller Bees. Man, the boy's just, to me, I've seen him freestyle some of the shit most people can't write. So I love the dude. He's a beast. He just don't fuck with music no more.
Okay.
I put Loudmouth up there. Loudmouth probably
I like
don't know
Loudmouth,
that.
bro.
I love Loudmouth.
Yeah, bro.
I love how I don't even have a song with Loudmouth.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
we gotta let's make that happen, bro. Loudmouth and Menace, let's get it.
Yeah, but Loudmouth is one of my favorite artists. I don't know. I think he's raw.
Bro, it's funny because I've always tried to wiggle myself into the music scene. I never was a part of the music scene, period. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, coming up, I had my little recording
And
section.
to me, that's crazy.
Bro, I didn't know that there was that many artists in the city of Corpus Christi until I actually got on that top tier cipher, and I was like, holy shit. And then I realized how much talent was there, because I was a recluse, bro. Like, if I didn't fuck with you, then that was it. We didn't hang out. I had my small group of friends. I didn't want to kick it with nobody. Small circle for real. Like, I didn't want to kick it with nobody. I didn't want to do none of that. So, but when I finally like got out of that mentality and started like, you know, I want to show my shit now, and I started seeing that. I remember being in the studio, and Loudmouth is working on something, and here I go again trying to wiggle my way into some shit, and I'm hearing him do it, and he's, you know, getting the beat right, doing, you know, getting it going. And I kept on making comments like, shit, I can go hard on this, or shit, let me hop on this one. And finally Loud's like, all right, dude, you want to get on this? It's like, if you go in there, you better get on it. It better sound good, because if it don't sound good, I'm getting you the fuck off of it.
That's probably why we haven't done a song together. We probably think I'm under par and shit. but anyways, that's my dog though.
I was picking at it. I was like, bro, because I've been wanting to get after that top tier.
Hey, that song is actually dope too. I love that song.
Which one?
The one with you and Loud. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, The Bomb.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I like that song.
And so I just went in there and I started spitting my shit. He's like, all right, cool, I'm next. And I was like, cool, I got the approval. That made me feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, Loud. Okay, like if I'm not going to try to put them in orders, but like I'm going to name more than probably 5 real quick off of my generation. I said Merk.
He says Flat, Smoke Beat.
Well, that was the older generation. Then my generation, I would put Merk, who that?
Southside Ballers.
Oh, my nigga Bees, Loudmouth. I like Vino shit. Vino's my nigga. We're all Southside niggas, so I'm not trying to be biased, but it's true.
I really like his music, bro. I really do. That shit. That shit's hard as hell.
And the only thing, you know, I've known Vino since we were youngsters. You know what I'm saying? We from neighborhoods real near each other. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up with him, and I've known him, so I know he's authentic.
Right.
So I fuck with dude. You know what I'm saying? That's my Southside nigga. I put Vino up there. Now, like, I would definitely, I have to say this, put Green up there.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Green's motion. Green's always had motion.
Absolutely, bro.
And this is where I say I'm going to name more people. Green, probably Willie Nichols, because Willie Nichols is dope.
Hard.
And although they work together, like, I've known Willie for a long time. I might actually put Willie with the older generation, even though he's not that old, because he's been around so long.
And that's another thing, just to kind of show you, you know, how of a recluse I was, and how big Green's name was.
Yeah, Green's.
Because I was such a recluse that the 2 names I would hear the most was Gotti Green. Wow. And Michael White. Believe it or not.
No, I went to school with Mike. Shout out Mike, man. That dude's like the hardest hustling motherfucker that never gave up when everybody doubted him shit.
Homie would, because I went to barber college over there at the on Ayers.
Yeah.
By the bingo.
Yeah.
And homie would be in that motherfucking corner store right there, banging on the shit. and freestyling and freestyling and freestyling.
Yeah.
I used to work at Underground Sounds in the Trade Center in the Sunrise Mall too, and I bought a CD off of him. It was like, I think it was Highlight or something like that.
Yeah, when he was going by Highlight.
Yeah,
you see,
bro.
that's why I'm telling you, me and Michael White, I've actually known Michael White since he was probably like in elementary. I might have been in middle school. I think I'm a year or two older than him. I'm not sure exactly, but I think I'm a year older than him. But he would be freestyling at City Skates.
Right.
Way back when.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I was such a recluse, but that shows how the type of emotion, because if I was so far in the background and then I hear these two names, Gotti Green and Michael White so much, that's how I know that they were doing something right.
That's crazy. But yeah, Green, I definitely give him the numbers. Now, just rappers I like, I'm mentioning a lot of Gotti's, because I got Loud, I got Green, Willie, and man, another one of my favorites was Kimo Sabi.
Okay, yeah. Absolutely.
Chemo's definitely one of my top artists. I always want to hear one more Chemo song, even though he don't really fuck with it no more. I just think that dude had a slick wordplay. And then I had to mention Jay Cass Castillo. To me, he's a punchline king. And
the punchline king.
Bro, that fool says some of the rawest shit, and I'm talking his old shit. Like, that dude's just talented, bro. He's actually an original member of Gunplay Music. Him and Merk actually started Gunplay Music. He's raw, bro. Gunplay Volume 1, the mixtape they came out with, was one of the rawest mixtapes I've ever heard out of Corpus Christi that had nothing but talent on it.
So with that being said, now with this, because you still haven't mentioned the younger generation, or the generation.
I could run through that generation because I don't know them that much.
But yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Do you still stay in touch with with the music scene now?
Yes.
Like, do you still kind of like?
I like to say I do, and it's crazy because it might already be a different generation like under y'all, and
100%.
I see them a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I know WAP records a lot, so that's how I come in tune with a lot of them. WAP, you know what I'm saying? WAP is definitely been the leader of the last few generations.
He keeps your ears to the street, literally.
Exactly. WAP does his thing, so we all know that. And then, I follow WAP. WAP's my dog, so all the shit he posts, I see all the new current videos. And
do you have anybody? Do you have anybody that stood out to you as far as like the newer generation?
I mean, as far as the real young cats.
Nah, just like
cause like, to be honest with you, like what I call like the younger generation, I would put you in it. I put FaZe in it.
Fire, yeah.
FaZe is fire to me. And I'm not trying to be biased. It's truth. And then Cash is dope.
Love Cash, yeah.
Shit.
Cash is Cash. He has so much influence, bro. Like, Cash
is such a performer, bro. Even if you don't like his lyrics or what he's doing, he has like good beat selection. He
got aura, bro.
He looks like a rapper.
100%, bro.
He looks like a rapper. So
when we started,
Cash is dope.
We did a couple of songs with him, and he kind of influenced me to start dressing better and be more of an artist. Like, he would always talk about just the appearance and shit like that, because he already had the lyrics and just the overall sound, but then he also matched it with the way that he presented himself, and I took note to that shit. Like, we had a conversation one day in the studio, and he was talking about just putting that shit on, and ever since then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put that shit on too.
Yeah, like, shit, don't get me wrong, I think he's like definitely a good look for Corpus as far as the younger people. And then you got all these new guys, man, that just be out here putting in stuff. You got the ones that be thugging, the ones that just be on their thing. These young
trappers and rappers.
Yeah, you got the trappers and the rappers. You know what I mean? I can't name them all, but there's a lot of them like Baby J and them, and they be doing their thing. You know what I mean? They record consistently.
Right.
And they're dope, man.
That's what's
R.I.P.
up.
17.
Man, R.I.P. That was tragic, bro.
He was a little hustler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he had motion. He was getting motion, and he had support from the people. That's one thing we talked about it maybe like 2 or 3 times, bro, about getting on a song together. And I think the last time I had talked to him was that Texas Takeover when they did that competition at the bridge. I forgot what it was called.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember which one you're talking about.
We talked again there. It's like, let's finally do it. Let's get on a song. And then, unfortunately, that just never came to fruition. But But yeah, man, I kind of want to talk about how you first met Merk, because I know, Merk was the first time I met him. I was deep into Davis Production House at this time. I started my own production company, and we're doing a music video. And the first time I meet him, he pulls me to the side and he gave me my flowers. And I didn't realize that people were watching like that. You know what I mean? Because when you're doing the music and you're putting shit out there, you don't really get too much of the the praise, or the good jobs or the pat on the backs. But the fact that he pulled me to the side just to say, hey, I've been watching what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing, that meant a lot to me, bro.
Well, I'm gonna shoot as real with you as possible. Like, not just saying this because he's my bro, not just saying this because he meant a lot to me. Not because I was a Gunplay music member, but Merk was a true hip hop head,
right?
Through and through, from the graffiti to the everything. Like, he was a king of everything, like b-boy, like hip hop. Like, Merk would put me on.
Like a tag or two?
Merk was the king of graffiti.
For real?
He's the king of Corpus. I don't care who mad at it. I don't care. Merk's the king of Corpus.
Jeez, that's a heavy title, man.
It's if anybody debates it, they wrong.
Damn.
I'm just gonna say, like,
what? So damn,
name a tagger more known than Merk in Corpus Christi is like kind of like really hard to do, unless you're in the graffiti world. But the people who were outside the graffiti world knew Merk.
I remember that graffiti world used to be really big too. Like, I think I was in.
And also, he runs one of the biggest crews in Corpus that ever came out. He's part of two of the most legendary crews.
I had to have been in early middle school or something like that when the I don't even remember, honestly, now that I think about it. I just remember there was like, the HRs and the ATRs, and you would see like
you see the first name you named is HR. That was Merk's brand.
That was?
Merk started HR back in, I think, like 98.
Yeah, and forgive me if I'm not well versed or educated in that world, because that just wasn't my world, right?
Yeah, of course.
But you would see that shit all over the place.
Yeah, I mean,
like
I
you
said,
see, Merk, I remember seeing, and now that you say that, I did see that type the tagging all the time, and then the coops, and then
cool.
Yeah,
all of them dudes is HR, bro. Like Hellraiser's family, you know what I'm saying? Even Green, when Green used to tag back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
And that could be a whole nother. I bet you that could be a whole nother podcast.
Like they were hip hop heads. A lot of the music scene was like, a lot of dudes that are in the music scene are old graffiti artists, bro.
No shit.
Like, I don't want to like put all of them on blast. Graffiti's a felony now.
Is it? Don't do graffiti, kids.
Free Gotti Green.
Right. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Cause like, yeah, I remember seeing that shit all over the walls. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, not necessarily in my neighborhood too much. You know what I mean? Like, it was more just like hood tags and shit like that. But like, you start driving around,
you see it everywhere.
You just see it on. It's like, how the fuck they get up there?
Big ones.
Yeah.
You drive by the Agnes trains, you see it all day. I watch it all day at my job, man.
That's crazy.
I see trains go by with graffiti.
So were you getting ups? Is that what they call it?
Me, I'm not a graffiti head, bro. I mean, I've always been cool with graffiti guys, bro. Like, a lot of my homies growing up, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They're artists, bro. You know, my best friend, my brother Shorty, he's a cold artist. You know what I'm saying? Started in graffiti. My boy Deca, all of them. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of them. I could run through names like a motherfucker.
That's crazy. So, I mean, how'd you meet Merk? Was it like in the graffiti world, or how did y'all?
No. I met, like I said, I wasn't really into graffiti, but I guess I met him because of graffiti. I had a boy named high school, my homie Daniel Jimenez. I grew up with him, and he's from Golfway. I'm from Treyway, and we grew up together. And in high school, he introduced me to Merk. He was part of Merk's crew at the time, and he introduced me to Merk. I didn't like him at first.
Hey man, most really good friendships stem like that.
I love my brother, man, but when I first met him, he was cocky. He is who he is.
Right.
He told me some shit. I think I told you this story before, but
yeah,
he told me some funny shit. At the time, I didn't care about graffiti, so I just
I remember the story.
I blew it off, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's funny because like I told him this story when we like hooked right back up, like when we started chilling and shit. Like like I told him the story, and I was like, "Do you remember when you met me?" And he was like, "Man, I know I met you, but I didn't remember how it went."
I don't remember. I disrespected the fuck out of you and
Nah,
walked away.
he didn't really like disrespect the fuck out of me, but he just said some shit, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Right.
it was about graffiti. And we laughed about it when I told him about it. He's like, "It sounds like some shit I say," and blah blah blah. And we just started laughing
That's
that way,
funny, bro.
Like, and then we became tight. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, bro.
But yeah, I met him early high school. I would say like 9th grade.
And then what? After that, the friendship just stand from there.
No, man. That was when I met him. We were always cool. You know what I'm saying? It was street respect shit. The relationship got closer when gunplay music. You know, a lot of the members I grew up with them. They're all from Treyway. My boy K Smooth, long live K Smooth. Mr. Rilla, they're both from Treyway and Golfway. I grew up with them my whole life. I've known them, so I already had a relationship with them. At the time, Life.
Shout out Life.
Yeah, shout out Life. Life is also from Golfway. I'm from Treyway. I grew up with Life's uncles in Treyway, and so I've known Life since he was a kid, bro. Like little kid, and he was recording with Merk and them. He was Gunplay Music at the time. He was a member of Gunplay Music at the time, and he, you know, he was taking me to the studio to do a song with Merk. He was doing a song with Merk for his album, and he wanted me to get on the song, and he took me to the studio with them, and then after that, we ended up being in the studio like every night for a while.
Shit.
Yeah. At the time, my boy Cjo had a studio over there in Molina in his house, and we would go like damn near every night and be there for hours, just recording shit. And then eventually, Merk was like telling me about Gunplay Music, and I should get down with them. At the time, the group I was with, like I told you, I started with PZ Man and them, so I was technically straight out the house at the time. But it wasn't like no signed deal or anything. It was just a group, and everybody kind of parted ways. So like Merk was like, "I want to talk to my boys about getting you down," and it was obvious, like, because they did everything as a vote system. It was it's a family. Even though Merk
was a
the man.
democracy.
Yeah, even though Merk was like, you know, he was the boss man. He's the one who started that. Everybody, like, he made it to where everybody agreed on it.
Right.
And so he asked them, and of course it was like a unanimous yeah, and I just got down with them.
That's what's up. I mean, shit, I'm guessing you probably seen a lot of the different groups come and go. Was it Gunplay after that for eternity, or did you ever, you know, dive into a different group, or?
No, I'm Gunplay for life. I mean, New Age, you know, me and FaZe, I kind of helped them find that, like, but I'm not an artist technically under like NewAge. Like, I'm like more trying to help promote
like a founder.
FaZe. Like, yeah, a founder trying to help FaZe. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in the kid.
Right. Yeah.
And then
Homie got talent, bro.
Yeah, you know, that's cause he's hella talented. So I believe in him, and so I'm part of that. But I'm gonna play music for life. It's inked in my skin. It's I mean, you know, I'm New Age though. I did the logo, I did everything, but
You did that logo?
yeah, I did this logo.
That logo is hard as hell.
I appreciate that.
No chat GBT over here, fellas. Make sure you get with your boy if you're trying to get your logo.
I had a little bit of tweaking, but
He's like, chat help me a little bit. No.
nah, not like ChatGPT, but you know, I did some tweaking on like you know, Photoshops and shit.
That's how you got to do it. Yeah.
But either way it goes, you know, New Age, you know, fuck with it. And then, but as far as groups, you know what I'm saying, like Gunplay Music, that's my brothers. I never turn my back.
So let me ask you, bro, because man, it sounds like from graffiti to the music scene to different groups to different sides of town. I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all may have bumped heads, and you don't have to get too far into it, but I mean, what was the music scene like during that time? Because I know it's not as, I mean, at least from what I'm hearing, yeah, you hear the little beefs here and there, but what was it like during that time?
Man, it's crazy because, you know, you had a lot of people that got along, but there was also a lot of, you know, there was problems. You know, everywhere is problems.
100%.
The music scene, I don't know how to word what the difference between then and there, because I don't want to say it was like more real, because these youngsters is real little niggas. They out here shooting each other, doing shit.
Yeah, shit's crazy now.
Yeah, so
100%.
I didn't want to say it like that, but it was like, you know, Nowadays, everybody want to rap. Back then, it was kind of a little bit more of a select few. Even people like you who are really talented didn't come out.
Right.
It was more like dudes who was really living out there to me, or like I said, I don't know the young generation. I wanted the down talking, but it was dudes that was really living that life. So of course there was a lot of street issues back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I seen some, some shit. I mean, as a member of Gunplay Music, we known for fighting at a lot of events.
Bang bang.
Like I'm not trying to admit that shit proudly or try to make it sound like it was cool, but it was
I
like,
get it, man. But like, cause like, I mean, I see a lot of
that's what we was really known for.
I see a lot of the your generation, and I've learned a lot from Loud, just having small conversations with him, and just even seeing where how it began for him and where he's at now. It's just, I mean, it's
man, like
it's real growth, bro.
Yeah, Loud is crazy to me. Like I said, when I first heard him when he was young Trills, a group he was in. I don't know if a lot of people know that. They should know that if you know anything about Loudmouth.
See, that's that history that I'm talking about,
like,
bro.
He was Young Trills. I had already seen them do like little like thing. I can't remember. It might have been like a teen competition or something. I just remember seeing them one time do some. I don't know if it was off the dome or what, but I seen him back then. But I didn't really like get into his music until a little bit later when I heard him on songs with like E-Mac and Immaculate. You know what I'm saying? He had a mixtape that had Loud on it, and I heard him then, and then with Merk.
Fire.
And he was on Gunplay Volume 1 on like multiple songs.
For real?
Yeah, because like him and Merk, if people don't know Merk and Gotti Gang, that's life. That's
went
brothers.
hand in hand.
Yeah, they're brothers. Like Merk says good, Gotti. I don't want to make that statement, but like Merk is damn near Gotti if you want to put it that way, because he fuck with them so tough.
That's crazy.
Like those are his brothers, Green, Loud. Like he loved them dudes.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's that history that I'm talking about, because like, so much time has passed, and you know what I mean. But like y'all made waves. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, people
could still bring up, certain times and periods of history, and it was just like, yeah, bro, like, and it paved the way for a lot of the younger generation too, because you know what I mean, when you think about Houston and Dallas and San Antonio, I feel like they have their sound, and I feel like Corpus has always been trying to find their sound, and I feel like y'all had made a pretty big statement during that time.
Man, I can't even say Corpus has a sound like to this day.
Yeah, no,
because I think we're so like
so versed,
very
versed. I mean,
like if you put somebody like FaZe next to somebody like you when you're in your element to somebody like me or Merk or Loud, like everybody,
it's not gonna sound the same.
It's not.
No,
even
not.
Green is completely different.
Yeah, facts.
And that's one thing I could respect about Green, being a older artist that's seen Green since he was really young to where he is now. Like that dude has changed styles a million times.
Yeah, and that comes with evolution. That comes with being able to
Definitely.
evolve and adapt. Exactly, because some people just kind of wanted to keep it the same, and some people are just ready to evolve at any given moment. You know what I mean?
Damn, bro, I forgot to mention somebody when we was naming the top 5, and I gotta shout the dude out.
Who?
Muddy.
Oh shit.
Free Muddy.
Yeah.
I don't know how I miss Muddy, but free Muddy. That dude.
110%.
He came
bro.
in. He's like my generation, but came out later. And dude was so raw and authentic. Free Muddy. Free
Absolutely.
Nitty.
Big motion over there, bro.
Yeah, I had to mention Muddy. He did so much, so you have to mention him. It's like not mentioning Vino. It's not mentioning all of them. Like, Vino's done some big shit.
That's a fact, because Muddy come from the same neighborhood I come from.
Yeah, he's a Saki boy.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's just like being able to. I think I met him on the second top tier cipher. You know what I mean? And I just felt like I was looking at a celebrity at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I was just such a green to the shit. You know what I mean?
He got up there quick, bro.
Oh, 100%.
Like a lot of people didn't, but I guess that's what happens when you believe in yourself, you fund in yourself,
right?
you move the way he moved. He moved strategically. He went and got the features that were like popping at the moment.
Yeah, he definitely did. He did business, bro.
He handled his motherfucking business.
Nitty too, bro. I met him. I met him at a shit. Probably, I think I met him in the studio, but really got a chance to talk to him and understand the brand and understand the, casino and all of that was it was a music video shoot that I was shooting for. Man, I forget his name. What was his name? Zone.
Oh yeah, Zone.
I forget how long ago, but that's where I met him.
Oh, you talking about Zone, the one that was one time casino, or the Zone? Yeah.
I don't know. I got hired for the job. I just know I needed to show up.
Oh nah, I don't think he's casino anymore. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I mean, I know, dude, but I mean, their situations.
But that's where I met. That's where I got a chance to have a conversation, like a real conversation.
With
No, with Nitty.
Oh, Nitty. Hey, even before I knew Nitty, I knew Nitty. Like, I knew of him. I knew him I've heard of him as Gator. His street name. He's an authentic dude, bro.
But yeah, it was a great conversation. Just talking to him, understanding the brand, because he explained the brand. I fucked around and said, yeah, casino gang. He's like, nah, this ain't a gang. Yeah. This is a casino world. This is a business. And then we just started having a conversation, and I was like, damn, like just getting into the overall, the way he carried himself and the way that he represented his brand. It was just like, bro, I've been picking up. The more I get around certain people,
they real hustlers, bro.
Bro, I've been picking up so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From the time I really dove in and started getting around, I started picking up a lot. And I from the fashion to the way that they carry themselves to the certain moves. And I don't mean just them, just casino by itself, but I mean as a whole, as artists in Corpus Christi as a whole that are really doing shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I really believe, when artists like him started coming out, it kind of shifted Corpus Christi a lot. You had a lot of these trappers come out, and I'm not saying that they kicked it off like that, but they're a little bit older, but their style fit the younger generation.
Right.
They were different. You know what I'm saying? And man, shout out them boys, man. Free them boys for real. Like, it's just different. I had to mention Muddy, and of course, like Nitty too. Nitty's my dog, but yeah, Muddy definitely has to be in the conversation when you're talking about Corpus. I just believe that.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's an absolute fact.
Authentic dudes, you know what I'm saying?
So, if you had to do a project with anyone you haven't done a project with yet, who would it be?
Oh, that's too hard, bro.
You already said Loud, so we got to get that going.
Well, Loud just because he's one of my favorite artists.
Did you hear it, Loud?
Man, I couldn't pick somebody, man. To be honest with you, there's a lot of people I love here, man, that I'm actually inspired by them all in different ways, man. From if I could work on a whole EP with you, that would be dope. But like, you got people like old school people I would always want to fuck with, like Chemo, Loud. Man, some of these young cats, I wouldn't mind working with them too, just because they on street shit, and I grew up talking that shit. That's what I am. That's what I'm more known for. And man, just anybody. But I love people like Jay Styles too, man. Like,
damn, shout out Jay Styles, yeah, man.
And he's in a different direction right now. You know what I'm saying? He's, he got his life right with God and stuff like that. Right. And I would still love to do a song with him.
Yeah,
like that dude is so goddamn talented, bro.
I've had opportunities to work with him, and I got it on the track with him, and it never came out. A lot of the people that I met because of the top tier cipher, bro, I have nothing but the utmost respect. You know what I mean?
Like I have a song with Jay Styles.
Like even Murph, bro.
Murph is dope too.
Murph is mad dope, bro. Like we could go all day.
That's what I'm saying. I could keep going. I love a lot of Corpus artists. Like music wise, I've always came up with scenes. So like I got older people to younger people. I like a lot of Corpus artists, and I know a lot of people say Corpus don't have this, Corpus don't have that. Man, there's so much hidden talent here, bro, that people don't even realize.
I don't even like that fucking statement, because Corpus really got it. Corpus, people say they ain't shit to do here. No, you just don't know what the fuck to do here, because ever since I got into the because I'm all around entertainment, whether it be doing the events, doing the music, putting together these videos with E, and production. whatever the case may be, it's all under the same umbrella.
Yeah, for sure.
And I've seen so much shit that you could do here, and so much talent that's here. It's just, I don't know what kind of. I don't know if there's not enough community. I don't know if we need to get together more and have, you know, more conversations like this. And
bro, there's just so many dope talent out there. Like you're saying, bro. Like it would be about networking.
Yeah,
it has to be, because like, man, there's so much talent that I didn't even mention. Like, just because you were asking me the top, but you got people like Gabe Parker.
Oh yeah, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. We could go all day.
How do you not name Gabe Parker? Like, the stuff that they even did back in the day with Freddie Records and
bro,
stuff.
He got
like
some
that.
accolades, bro.
Like, so does QB.
Oh, let's not forget. Shit, bro. It's gonna bug me now. Now continue. Keep naming them, bro.
I'm saying QB. He got big accolades. You know what I'm saying? Even Smoke has songs with Kevin Gates, come in there. Everybody he's produced for, all of these people that people don't even realize. Mm-hmm. Like
Johnny Moog.
Bro. Man. Okay, hold on.
You cannot forget about Johnny Moog,
no,
bro.
I sincerely can't. Here's a funny thing. Moog, he's the one who made me want to freestyle on karaoke machines. My sister knew Moog when they went to school together, like in middle school. My sister's a couple years older than me. And Moog gave her a tape one time of him and his boys. Moog was in a group. If people don't know, Moog was in a group called...
That's what I'm talking about, the history.
Called Third Coast.
It's the history.
They were called Third Coast. Along with DJ Heavy Hands at the time, he was Nobo. He could rap. And Eric Goss. But Moog was PB, Player Baby. But they would flow, man, and Moog had a unique sound.
Still does. Yeah.
Way before I heard him on the Soul Monster shit that he's crushing that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I used to hear him, and I wanted to freestyle on tapes after I seen that he had his own tape, and I was young at the time. And that's why I would get the little tape recorders.
Damn, bro. See that? I like having these conversations because, like I said, bro, I don't give a fuck about none of the whatever the little beefs that certain individuals may have had with one another, or you know, this group don't fuck with that group, or or whatever the case may be. It's just like, man, Corpus has the history, Corpus has the talent, Corpus has, you know, the accolades, you know, and it shows how far people have gotten or are willing to go to do these things, bro. Man,
the old school groups, man. I mean, like I said, back in the day, you know, Green, Willie, Drophy, at the time he was Drojo, they had Rock Bottom G's, Corpus Christi. That's Corpus Christi staple right there. That them later on, you know, Willie and Green broke off.
What about in Jay Fedia?
Jay Fedia, that's my dog. He's from Golfway as well. You know, later on he got down with Bloody Money. He's Bloody Money Music now. That's still my boy to this day. I conversate with him all the time. He's from Golfway. I'm from Treyway. That's one of my boys growing up. Yeah, me and his brother was the same age. We chilled a lot. Well, chilled in our neighborhood type shit. Went to school together.
That's my only regret. That's my biggest regret is that I didn't
come out.
I didn't open up more to people, bro. Like, I was really on some, like, I don't fuck with you type shit. I was really on some, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it was, but I could only imagine what it would have been like if I would have been able to network with some of these people. Or
bro, you're so crazy talented. I think, like, you're when I heard you, I was just like, how had I not heard of this kid?
Right.
And
I appreciate that,
I thought you were like, and this ain't a slug at your age because I'm older. But I thought you were even younger than what you were.
I just got the good genes, bro. Shout out to my father, man. He sprinkled a little bit of that black in there, and then that
shit just came out good. That black just didn't crack.
That just didn't crack, bro.
Hey, man, I respect that. But like, yeah, like, you're crazy talented too. So it would have been dope if you would have came out. But you ain't the only one. You know, sometimes the scene reject people. What about Ian Dior?
You
know, I remember
you get to a certain level, it's just like you tend to forget.
Well, I remember Ian Dior trying to get on shows, and like, since his style was different, they didn't let him on shows. He left and got famous.
Sometimes you just gotta leave, bro.
He's technically a Corpus Christi native. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? Even them Brockhampton dudes did big things. You know what I'm saying?
110%. And their sound sounds completely
Different.
completely different. And that goes to show you that Corpus don't got a sound, bro.
Flat made hell of a buzz with his sound. You know, Four Corner did too at a time. Chop Chop, it was a huge numbers on the videos.
Of course, I mean you didn't
Like it was crazy. And shit. They all had good numbers, man. Like fucking Merk featuring Loudmouth and Preem, Niggas from the Gutter. That song got a lot of views.
Damn.
YouTube. Organically. No bots. This was before people were purchasing bots. Organically. Shot by Green. Green shot the video. That song did numbers.
And that goes there goes another native, bro. You know what I mean? Look what he's doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that boy's doing amazing things, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. I love Corpus. I love my city, bro. I love my city. I love the people in it. I don't give a fuck about any of that bullshit. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? I'm so beyond that shit. I just love to see these people work. I love the talent. I love the history behind it. You know, I love my city so much, bro. And
I mean, people gotta say like Gotti's is one of the best groups ever come out of Corpus.
Who?
The Gotti's. If they're not the best group, which they are to me, I don't care what anybody says.
Well, you couldn't go down the street without hearing that name.
Lyrically, all of them. There's a lot of them. Let's be honest, and all of them pretty much go hard as fuck. Like, I mean, they all do. Loudmouth, Green, Willie, Preem, Quick, Chemo. Like,
let me ask you a question. So
all of them.
A lot of like I said, you've seen the generations, you've seen all that come and go, and you've seen maybe like the small beefs or the separations of groups. You know, we already know how that shit goes when it comes to groups, right?
Yeah.
When Merk died, how was the response? You know what I mean to that? And did you see a bit of? Because I saw that music video, and me and you, we weren't as close as we are now.
Yeah.
We didn't talk as much. We were cool, but we didn't talk as much. And when I saw that, I was like, that was a beautiful video, man. By the way, how was that? You know, how was that response when you heard from everybody that has either been around him or involved with him? Like, what was that like?
Man, that's one of the hardest feelings of my life, man, Merk. That song was really emotional. Like, WAP's right here. We could ask WAP. WAP will tell you I walked outside to cry before I did the second verse.
Really?
I told WAP to give me a minute. That song was hard. I didn't even want to come to the studio that night. I actually tried to resist coming to the studio that night. But Jay paid for the session. Face paid for the session. And he was like, I already paid WAP. We're going to the session. Stop being stubborn.
Yeah, sounds like something he would say for sure.
And we sat down. I went over what I had written, and he was like, bro, go spit it just like that. And I did, and then it was the hardest song I've ever recorded. But the reception from Merk was crazy. Had nothing to do with just Merk being who Merk is. It had everything to do with just Merk being who Merk is.
Right.
The graffiti world went crazy, bro.
Right.
There was murals going up for him in San Antonio and Corpus.
No shit. San Antonio?
Merk lived in San Antonio for a while, and he's part of a crew from over there as well. Like, he's known for graffiti over there as well. That's what I'm saying. He's the king of Corpus. Nobody could deny that. And that's no disrespect to no other graffiti artists. There's a lot of good ones here. But he was probably the most known graffiti artist ever come out of Corpus. Other than maybe you could say Das now because of all his murals, and he's all over the world now.
Right.
But other than that, like, Merk is probably like the biggest one. They even put up a mural for him.
Damn.
So, which we used on the Broken video.
Yeah.
Like, that video was thrown up for him because of who he is. You know what I'm saying? He was Merk.
Damn. What was that? What was that video like, man? Was that hard to do?
Very. Getting the people there was easy. It was.
Yeah, I can imagine, bro.
It really just took a post and everybody popped out. It was easy. I loved it for so many reasons. You know, you had so many of different generations out there, rap wise, graffiti wise. There was people I knew out there that didn't like each other that were there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how was that response? You know what I mean? I mean, he brought people together.
I would like to say so.
Man.
I mean, that's me being me, but I would like to say he did a lot. Like his death definitely impacted the city as was. You know, he was the hardest impact of the city starting at his age. You know, Selena was a big impact. Flat was a big impact.
Right.
Merk was a big impact.
Right.
And it was just crazy.
Yeah. No, I remember when that happened. It was like, I didn't know him. I had no idea, you know. But I remember the conversation that I had with him, and I remember the amount of support and just overall, you know, love that he showed me just off of a simple freestyle that I did, or I think I had already did like a music video or some shit, or the top tier was over, something like that, bro. Yeah. This was back in like what, 2017?
Like I would like to say that that story you're telling me right now is. I'm glad that you hold that unique to you.
I really do, bro, because
I'm glad that so don't take from this, but I've heard that story from so many people. I realize how many people he touched.
Facts.
Because I heard that same story from young cats to older cats to people who just were fans.
Right. Like,
tell me story. Oh, when I seen Merk, he gave me a shirt, he gave me a CD, he gave me this, he signed it for me. Blah blah blah. Like I would hear these stories like crazy, and rappers being like, "Dang, yeah, he got on the song with me." Like, cause Merk has like, I don't want to say this because I could be wrong. I think he's one of the most featured artists ever come out of Corpus. Like a lot of people have verses from Merk. Really? He would do songs with anybody who asked him, regardless of how good they were.
No shit.
Yes, and he would tell me the reason why. For one, a lot of people paid him.
Okay.
Merk was the one who taught me how to get paid off of verses, 4 verses that I wrote. But not only did they pay him though, but like it was like not everybody paid him, but a lot of times he would show love like that. He would get on songs with anybody, whether he liked their music or not, because he would say like it don't matter. Like for one, you're showing them love. For two, you get a whole new fan base off of that person. Because if you think they suck, that means you should be better than them at that verse. So if people are a fan of him, don't you think they'll be a fan of you?
Yeah.
So you're basically winning. You're basically winning fans. You know what I'm saying?
That's business.
So he would tell me shit like that, and that dude was a motivator, bro.
Yeah, no, absolutely, bro. And I remember when that happened because it was just like, yeah, I hold that dear to me because I think that was the first authentic. You're going in the right direction that I heard from anybody that I felt was somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And so that was dope, bro.
But I bet in like now where you're in the position you're in, and this is no knock to my brother, but you probably heard that from people who touch you like that in that same way. Like I'm pretty sure when WAP told you he liked your verse or something.
If WAP tells me he likes anything that I do,
you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I get wet
because it's rare. But like,
yeah, bro.
But what I'm trying to say though,
he just does the little nod and be like, "All right, that's cool."
Like you mentioned, Loud got in there to do the verse after you. Like he was like, "All right, cool." And like you felt some type of way,
and that's
so like shit like that. Like you're gonna get it. It's like if a Flat came up to you and told you, "Hey, youngster, you dope. I heard of you." You know what I'm saying? Like. You're gonna be like, damn, Flat Latin fucking acknowledge me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I like to learn the history because he been doing some shit and he got some accolades, bro. He been doing. I remember when I first met him, nigga wouldn't even tell me what's up, bro. Like you know what I mean? And now it's just like,
why would be recording somebody, editing a video,
right?
Text messaging somebody,
right?
All at the same time,
doing his taxes. I only be doing everything, but yeah, bro. Everything. Like I've seen homie got some big accolades, and so when I hear shit like that, yeah, you right, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's like people coming up to you, like me being who I am. I've been around a long time, but I don't consider myself one of Corpus' biggest rappers. I was part of one of Corpus' biggest acts as far as gunplay music.
Right.
I don't consider myself one of the biggest rappers, but when I hear people come up to me, like when we're at the shows, like I'm at one of Phase's performance or your performance, and I'm there, and a youngster comes up to me and it's like, "Hey, what's up, OG?" Blah blah blah. Like tells me something.
That's
like
fire.
For one, I'm like, "Fuck, who you calling OG? I'm not that old nigga."
You OG now, homie.
Yeah, but then I take it as a compliment.
Yeah. It's like one day I'm gonna get told the same thing. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, man. But because Corpus was chaos, bro. I mean, we got in a lot of shit. There was a lot of fights. Shows pretty much got ruined.
I bet, bro. That's what
I
I'm
bet
saying.
Jacob hated us for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Jacob put us on a lot of shows, bro. We opened up for every name you could think of, bro.
Damn.
It was always us, the Gottis. Man, we were all on the same
That's
shows,
what I'm saying.
bro. AB Da Vinci.
Yeah. Shout out AB.
Shout out AB, man.
I'm already knowing.
Like J Styles, J Real.
I bet you those shows were crazy, bro. I've heard stories.
Yeah,
Loud's told me a couple of stories about them, and
man, it was
Green
always
has
crazy
mentioned it.
It's always crazy when Gunplay was there, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. We got in shit at every show. Our own homies probably like looked at us funny. Like the Gottis were probably like, "Them niggas is on some shit again."
It's like, here they come.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't some shit again.
Yeah.
Like we was always on some shit, bro. Like shit. People basically tell us that's what we're known for. Like we got in shit. If it wasn't us getting into some shit, it was the females we were with at the time.
Tragic.
Like, when they start fighting,
all the little highness.
We beat up the boyfriends. It would go that way.
Tragic.
And I'm not trying to say like I said, I don't say that shit. Probably we grown now.
We don't condone none of this.
We grown now. We don't act like that no more.
Right.
It was just what it was in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta make a movie about
We
this.
actually live by what we rapped about.
It's crazy.
So if some shit popped off, we handled it.
So with that being said, like I said, I wish I can get more. I bet you we could.
What you want?
I bet you we can get so much more out of this, as far as the history. Because at the end of the day, I'm still a student of the craft. I don't care how much I've done or what I've done or whatever the case. I'm still a student in the craft, and I still respect the people that came before me, and I respect the ones that are doing it now. And with that being said, I see that you got your hands in the workings of New Age, right? What's going on with that? And I mean, what are the plans for that? Or do you still want to rap? Or I mean,
I'll always like I love music, man. I lost a lot of love for it when I lost my brothers, Case Move and Merk. I lost them back to back. It was hard for me. And I like to say that Jay with Broken kind of dragged me into music again.
right.
And then when I would get around you guys at the time when y'all were gems, y'all brought me around a lot. We'll be here at WAPS, and I'll be hearing the music. So
Sure, yeah, you got
it always made me want to rap. You know what I'm saying? It made me want to rap again. And then it was like a remotivation and stuff like that. But like, I would always love to do it again. Like depending on, what it is. You know what I mean? We got a couple little songs together that we've done within this last year.
Yeah. There's one in particular that I feel like is
The one you were texting me about.
yeah, it's definitely worthy of coming out. I would love to hear that one come out, but
I even think the old one that we did, the first one that we did together, I don't think we should like do like a video or anything to it, but it should have got released.
it should at the time
it should have got
at
released.
the time it should have got released. Now, I mean, it just
Yeah, I get it. It's not.
there's too much behind the scenes.
Yeah,
No.
there's a lot of factors into that song, and I get it.
Right.
But that was a hard song. But like, yeah, man, definitely that last one we did was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but as far as New Age phase, you know what I'm saying? The kid's talented, bro. That's all I can say. If he keeps his focus at it, ain't no telling what he could reach.
No, 100%. I mean, from the moment I met him to now, just kind of, I see that He's very versatile, bro. Homie could do whatever if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if he wanted to. So you feel like you would be better as because I know you.
Right now, I
didn't
just
know
want to
that,
stay in touch with the scene, like
but a big thing I didn't know is that
is new age.
you were the founder.
Well, I'm not it's definitely, he hit me up about it. He wanted to do something. He wanted me involved. So I don't want to say a founder, co-founder, whatever. Like, if you want to say,
Co-founder, yeah.
but like, he got at me. He had an idea. I told him that I didn't really want to do music too much anymore, but I do anything to help him. You know what I mean? And I made a logo for it. We started creating it. We both came up with the name. He kind of came up with it more. He mentioned it. I liked it. I told him stick with that. And that's what we ran with. I made the logo off of what the name he came up with, and this is what came out of it. And like I said, I think the dude's incredibly talented. I stand behind him. Rhino's an artist that invests in himself a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to invest in himself.
Mr. Eat a lot of ass.
Yeah, Mr. Eat Ass, get cash.
Hey, homie could be. Homie's different, bro. I swear to God.
He's hella different,
he told
bro.
me something that kind of like, oh, okay, I could see that. Like a Hispanic beat king, just off the wall topic type of music.
That's a crazy comparison, but yes, that's the kind of music he wants to make.
Yeah, no, but it made sense because I'm like, all right, I could see you saying some off the wall type shit.
Oh, he's definitely gonna say some off the wall type shit. I mean, if you have him on Facebook, he says some off the wall type shit
all the time, bro.
If you're ever around him, he'll say it in person, some off the wall ass shit. He doesn't just front for Facebook.
No, not at all, bro.
He's hella crazy.
Just having a conversation with him, he gonna say some crazy shit.
But you know, he's he does his little hustle and he pays for his videos. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He definitely invests in his craft.
100%, bro.
So as far as new age goes, you know what I'm saying? Just
be on the lookout.
Yeah, man, be on the lookout. FaZe got an album done, produced largely by Status Beats. Great music, bro.
Bet. Well, shit.
Great music.
Looking forward to it, man. I usually like to, wrap things up with a single question. If you were, or let me rephrase that. What is one thing that you would want people to remember you by when you're long gone?
Remember me by?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question as a rebuttal?
No. No. Yeah. Go ahead, man.
What would you remember me by?
What I would remember you by?
If I were to die today, what would you remember me by?
I would remember you as someone that was honest, someone that I could truly say was my friend, someone that I can say that I could not forget.
Hey, man, I'll take it. Like, if I had to say anything somebody remember me by, would be honest, real about it, loyal. I'm loyal, man. That's what I am. I
You used to not like me, by the way. Let's go ahead and all great friendships stem like that.
We named two this time, but
it's just a me thing at this point, bro.
It wasn't completely true. It was a situation. You know better than that. Let's not talk about the situation.
No, facts.
But you knew what it was, but it wasn't that. I don't like a lot of people. Let's talk. I don't like you.
That's a fact. This man don't like nobody, bro.
I don't like you. So if I do like you,
I don't like you.
I don't like you. So if I do like you and I show you some kind of respect, just know I like you because I wouldn't.
There it is. If that's one thing I could remember you by, is like you didn't like nobody and you liked me. So
everybody says I don't like people, but you know what I'm saying. I don't care to be known as a rapper. If you do remember me as a rapper, that's fucking dope. Like you got a glimpse into my life that was never really intended to be, because like music was never really an intention for me. It was something I did because I loved it.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
And it was never to get famous or do any of that. It was basically to waste my money.
Damn, bro. Yeah. We wasted a fuck ton of money doing this shit, huh? Yeah, bro. We
Yeah.
done seen a lot, bro. Shows, clothes, rooms, travel.
I'm glad you didn't keep
Bitches.
rhyming
No, I'm
right
just
there.
playing.
Oh, you fucked it up. I'm glad you didn't keep rhyming right there. Shows, clothes, hoes.
Yeah. I had to throw you off.
Yeah.
But man, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come fuck with your boy, bro. It means a lot, man. I'm looking forward to see, what other ventures we might get into, man. So with that being said, this is another episode of Off the Record Texas. We out.